Maggie goes to Brevard College. And today, we're going to talk about pruning. Now, okay, I know what you're thinking. Pruning, constipation. No, this is totally different. Hi, how you doing today, Kevin Fisher?
Good to see you again.
Good. Could you tell us?
Well, this plant that's grabbing your hat here is actually a wild rose. You think about roses and you think about your grandmother's rose bushes, and what do you think about? I mean, you think about this real nice, pretty, beautifully shaped, rounded bush with all these gorgeous flowers on it. Well, this wild rose is a great example of what a rose would look like if you didn't prune it. You can see all these straight shoots coming off of it. They're sometimes called suckers, because what they'll do is they'll actually suck the energy away from the plant. One of the other little things that's kind of neat on this while we're looking is you can see all these little leftovers of the roses. These are called rose hips.
Hips. So plants have hips?
Yeah, roses have hips. So they're actually a real good source of vitamin C.
So you're saying if I eat these, then they'll prune my hips away?
It could be, but it's got a lot of seeds in it, so just taste a little bit.
That's good. I keep getting caught on this. Thank you, Kevin. Okay, just so you know, right behind us, we have actually found somebody doing some pruning. Now, this is live, and we're not staging this. This is real. Some actual pruning going on, except for I think he's done, but he was pruning. So, Kevin, here you've brought us to some plants that have been pruned. Is that right?
Right. This is, I believe this is wax myrtle. It's got a real waxy coating on it. So this is a good example of pruning. What happens when you prune? When you prune, what happens is there's a bud at the end of the stalk called the apical bud. So when you're pruning, what you're doing is you're overcoming what's called apical dominance. At the end of, if you look at one of these little stalks, at the end there's a little bud. And that's the bud that's going to be the growth for the next year. But when you go through and prune, and if you dig through here a little bit.
Cameraman, do you want to come closer? This is really interesting. I think it's very important that you see the apical bud.
This is where it was pruned with the pruning shear, and you can see that little stub there. That apical bud was cut off, and what happened is the plant starts to want to grow more. So what happens is, because it needs leaves to do photosynthesis. So when you cut that bud off, you can see all these nice fresh green shoots around here. And those were little buds that were triggered by a hormone that was released when you cut that bud off. That hormone went down and it told these buds to bloom so that it would grow. And this is all 1 year's growth, this whole stem here, all coming off from that one spot where it was cut off. If you think about a plant in a natural setting, the plant wants to outcompete the other plants around it. And it wants to get up towards the light and go as high as it can to get sunlight for photosynthesis. In this setting, you want a nice big full shrub that's nice and pretty. So you cut that out and it makes it nice and leafy and full, and you have a nice pretty hedgerow.
All right, thank you. So pretty much what we learned today is if you know any A personalities, once you cut them off, your hormones will just kick them out. Just kidding. Join us next week while we learn about grafting. How pruning is very important, so make sure you listen to the sermon, because with all these stalk suckers sucking life out of you. So listen up.